Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pikmin. We're in the Forest of Hope, where we've not been for quite some time. We've indeed only got one more treasure to get here. If I bring up the map, you will see it's over in that far corner over there. So we've got to do a few things to get to it, and we need a decent number of Pikmin once we're there. So I'm bringing very specific numbers. I'm bringing 15 blues, 10 yellows, and the rest reds. And I know I say never to do this. I always say large groups of Pikmin become... Well, there'll be some fuckery planted somewhere if I can only take out that many. Where the... Oh, I'll be able to the armored cannon beat towards the yep. Fuck that. This'll do for now then. I think we're mostly going to be flowers. Are you going to be entirely flowers? No, there's a few buds in there. And a few leaves in there. Well, either way, we can start plucking hopefully with these and get some nectar out of this. But yes, normally I say don't bother with big hordes of Pikmin because you'll just cause yourself problems. But actually here, we need the yellows and the blues literally to get to the boss arena. But once we're there, the boss can't really do much. Basically, the issue with large groups of Pikmin is when you've got enemies that have got like area of effect attacks that will just rinse Pikmin really easily. This particular boss does not have anything like that, so there's no real risk of having large numbers of Pikmin wiped out, and actually having more Pikmin does really help with this particular boss. So, look, that's what I was talking about the other day. Look here, you've got Shearwigs working together to undo the bridge. Bastards. Well, let's kill them. Balls, 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 balls. Actually, I think there was as many as it sounded like it was. Did we lose any? Yeah, we lost a couple. Oh well. That's irritating. Unlike in Pikmin 2, Pikmin 1 does not keep track of how your Pikmin die, so those ones will be down as lost in battle, when in fact we know very much that they died from drowning. Pikmin 2 keeps track of that individually, which is both good and also especially traumatic. I've done a bad, no I haven't. I thought I'd rushed at the wrong angle there. As you will have noticed, because we've not been here for a while, all the enemies have respawned, and also some additional ones, because I'm pretty sure there were never two spotty bulbs there. Oh, this is going to be a bit annoying. How to get this little bastard out of the way. Come on, come on. I want to handle you without waking Big Daddy up. Oh, we woke Big Daddy up. Fuck. Well, you know, come on. Get... See, this is why I wanted a decent number. Was to make sure that we can take out the various enemies on the way to the boss arena. And we've already lost like 10. Though granted, that was mostly been to drowning, so... Right, you go back to sleep, sunshine. Good, and now he's got to sleep with his back to me. Goddamn bloody perfect. And wallop! When you've been fighting spotty bull bears for a while, these ones are just, they're so much nicer in so many ways. Right, this is what we needed the yellows for, is that there is a bomb rock wall in the way here. I kind of forgot that I hadn't taken this out, but then I put in my notes to bring yellows, so clearly I hadn't entirely forgotten. I'm getting real ballsy with these throws. Was that it? Oh, cool. And then wait for it to realize that it's dead. Alright, let's take... Oh, no. Oh, that yellow's going to have a bad time. Yep. Or not. Well, let's blow stuff up anyway. I really thought I was going to blow up that yellow by accident. Right, let's take out this other one as well. Right, so let's take all these out quickly. Oh no, why are none of them on the spotty dude? Come on, guys! Why are we doing no damage to him? Oh, that was jebby and a half. Right, now, this is what I brought the blues for us, because you can do this without blues, but it's not easy. You see, we lost like quarter of the day already just bloody getting over here. What we want to do is take the blues down here and then use them. You only need 10 of them, and I think you can basically throw yellows or reds over the top of this, but it's a bit of a tricky maneuver, so we'll let them push out the way. Now, getting stuff over here can be potentially... Irritating isn't the right word. Horrifying is the right word. So, let's bring the yellows over first. I don't want to go too far over here, because then I will trigger the boss. But equally, I want to take people over in, like, little... in, like... Oh, what's the word? No, clusters, I suppose. Clusters isn't the word, but it's like a name for, like, a small group, because you can basically make them into, like, a straight line. And it makes them a bit easier to take it across. Because doing it in one, like, big... Squadron, I think, may have been the word I was looking for. Because, yeah, doing it in one big group... Oh, dear! What the fuck be this? Be my remote running out of batteries? Nope. Well, that's irritating. Can it not do that, please? Maybe there's something in the way between me and the sensor bar. No, it's just gone insane. Well. Ooh, I don't like this. This could potentially be a very fun boss fight upcoming. Right, now the balls. Right, fuck it, here we go. Here is the Burrowing Snagrets. So, this thing basically will pinch a couple of Pikmin and then go underground. And there's a second one. There's actually a third one hiding out somewhere like a little bastard. There he is. Basically, you end up throwing a lot of Pikmin around here, so you can very easily... there, that's the trick on them there. There's going to be a lot of shit going on here. You will notice it kind of burrows out of the ground, and sometimes they get stuck coming out of the ground. That is the crucial point at which you wish to attack them. Throwing Pikmin onto their head is the way to fight them, but it's not the most efficient way of doing it. You actually want to... you basically want to grab onto their head as they're stuck coming out of the ground. It's the best way of doing it. We've got one of them down, which is pretty good. He'll now, basically, his body will explode, and he'll leave behind a load of pellets. And what you might kind of want to make sure doesn't happen here, which is occasionally a bit of a problem with this one, is that his the Pikmin that are being thrown onto the other ones and missing start carrying those pellets home. That would be bad for us. One of these, it's random which one, contains the treasure when it dies. You'll notice they pick up a couple of Pikmin, then they swallow them all. This is what I kind of meant when I said that having large armies here is not really a problem, because they can only peck a few at a time. 43, decent enough numbers. Well, of course, it's the bloody last one that... There we go, that's it when their head's stuck in the ground, so that's the time to kind of swarm onto it. Swarming them onto his body there will do very little. Did I say the name of this thing? The Burrowing Snagret? Pikmin has some fantastic names sometimes. Yeah, attacking they will, if they miss his head, they'll just start attacking his body, but that's not really very useful. Fighting one is much easier. Oh, there. He doesn't always get stuck in the ground, that's not a reliable thing. Facing him head on like this is probably the best way to... Oh, well, he's fucked off already. There we go. Facing him, like, yeah, head on and thrown towards it that way pretty much guarantees that your Pikmin will land on him. Because then you're kind of... It's much harder to throw them past him. Oh, I don't really want to be at that angle there. Because that's I'm really chucking him towards the water there. Oh, he's not getting stuck at all, the bastard. Oh no, oh no, oh no. These are just, they are time-consuming bosses. I say time-consuming, we've got like half the day, so we will be absolutely fine. There we go, that was your moment, that's my moment, and I completely cocked it. So I've actually lost a lot of Pikmin. Like, it's not the end of the world, because you do get... Some of these have got to be hitting. You do get a decent number of things from doing this, to the point where I will hopefully make up my numbers fine. There we go, that one dropped the part I needed. But I'm actually going to just focus everyone first on bringing back these things. Got half a day to get the bloody thing back, so that should be absolutely fine. I only need 15 min for it, so... As in 15 Pikmin, not 15 minutes. And let's put a few more on these. Obviously, I'm willing to bet that the most Pikmin I've lost have been reds, because the most Pikmin I had were reds. Let's put everyone else on these. Cool. With everyone now working on stuff, I'm going to walk back. And basically, so we've got all this stuff together, and then we've all got little bulbs along the way. The blues are kind of your friend here, because as you noticed, I'd be the Geiger Counter. Every spaceship needs one of these, but I don't actually know what it's for. Every once in a while it goes wild and lets out a lot of noise, but I never pay much attention to it, so it doesn't do much good. I really should read that manual one of these days. Another one of the entries that makes you think that perhaps Olimar is a bit of an idiot. As you can see here, like, blues are your friend for getting these down, because they can take a huge shortcut back that's very handy, and so indeed... I'm going to use blues to bring the Geiger counter back. So, let's put these away here. Got to make sure you leave enough time for plucking Pikmin here as well, because I'm not going to be coming back here at all. So I definitely want to make sure that I get everything I need now. Good, they're starting to bring those rounds already. That's pretty good. And then I think once I've got the Geiger counter back, I'll have a little look at numbers and see what Pikmin will be best to work on what. Actually, I can do that now. In total numbers in onions. Yeah, no, I definitely need reds. Reds are my priority here. Oh, you're one little bastard working on that. What are you? You're red. Wonderful. So I'll take these guys and withdraw a fair few more reds. Just to hoover up some of these corpses along the way. Because I need to walk around to actually put them on the Geiger counter. I need to walk around manually, so... So I'm going to corpse up some of these. Yeah, all go on the same one. That's what I meant. Idiots. Some real fools sometimes, these Pikmin. So these take 10 each to carry, so I should be able to take both of them. Come on. There we go. Right, good. And there's still actually a lot more corpses to deal with around here. It's just about timing. I'd rather prioritise getting the Geiger Counter back, quite frankly. And then we're done in the Forest of Hope, which is pretty cool. I mean, technically we're also done in the impact site. I was about to say this is our first area that we're done in. That's not technically true, but also it kind of is. Because I don't really count the impact crater because it only has 2 treasures in it, whereas this is the first large area that we are really finished in. Which is nice. You guys seem to be stuck, or are you just very slow? You're just very slow, I suppose. Right, if you bring all of this back, this puts us in pretty good stead. And hopefully I can just recoup my losses in terms of reds here. I'll be pretty happy. I'm going to gather the remainder of the bulbs with these reds, and then I will use blues to gather a few of the little bits there. I don't think I've lost enough yellows to make a difference. I only had 10, and I will have lost at most 10. And as I say, you never really need huge numbers of yellows, but especially seeing as I intend to spend quite a lot of time tomorrow in the distant spring, it will be very useful to have a good number of blues ready and waiting for that. Geiger Counter! Geiger Counter even. This noisy gauge is always letting off spontaneous clicks and buzzers. It can be kind of annoying. For those who don't know, Geiger Counters detect radiation, so is somewhat important to have. There are already 100 Pikmin out. Interesting. Well, he's not wrong, actually. There are 100 Pikmin out. What am I going to do? I'm going to put these blues back in. I actually want to really prioritise reds at the moment. 134 blues is fine for now. Right, guys, get back in. There we go. I'm going to just take out literally many reds as I can. And I'm going to use the kind of the trick of having a full field to avoid having to pluck them as much as possible. Right, so we've got 3 more spotty bulbs that I want to bring back, and this is why I brought so many, because I actually want to make sure everyone can have the maximum number of Pikmin carriers, especially because these are mostly leaves, and just ensure that everything gets back as quickly as possible. There's one up there, but I ain't going to bother with him. We can fit a lot more than that on it, guys. Come on. There we go. Well, okay, well, don't all try and go in it and fail then. That's stupid, though. It'd be getting a little bit dark, but I think we should be alright timing-wise. Grab that guy. And grab these guys. God, they've got a bit of a horrifying facial expression on it, the dwarf ones, when they're dead. Right. On it. Oh, what the fuck were you all... I guess it's from the way I kind of rush them on. Sometimes you end up not. They kind of try and grab onto it, and then they fall off the side, which is a bit daft, but... Right. Let's grab these guys onto there. Cool. That should be enough to get that all moving back to base. Cool. And then just a few more blues would be nice to get. Oh, hello, you. You can come with me. I'm actually not sure I'll have enough time for the blues. If only because I'm going to focus on, I'll pluck reds first, if I'm honest, just to maximise the number I get, because I say leaving any here would be real dumb. Speeder on, please.
"12 days since impact. I have seen that at times the leaf atop a Pikmin's head will grow into a bud and then a flower. It appears that if I do not actually pick the Pikmin sprouts, they gradually blossom over time. Fantastic! This melding of plant and animal traits is surely unique in the natural world. I have found flower Pikmin to possess increased swiftness. When in a rush, I found pressing and holding A and calling the flatmouth Pikmin forth with deeper down to be quite an effective strategy. Ooh, had a bit of a hiccup there while I be talking. I've also learned that new sprouts found growing on days battle... Wait, what? I've confused myself there. It's the thing I mentioned a couple of episodes ago where dead Pikmin in large numbers when they've died will tend to leave behind sprouts. So how do we do for numbers? Oh, holy shit. Okay, slight overkill there. We did actually, I was like, oh, I want to make sure I bring my red numbers back up. I definitely did. Holy shit, we got 225. That's great. Sprouts 114 today. I guess that's just from all the 5 pellets and the various bulbs as well. I suppose they each yield like 15 or something like that. Well, that's really cool to see at least, and we definitely brought them back up. Blue numbers went down a little bit, as did yellow, but
those are slightly care less about those anyway. Blues are the ones I have probably the most concerns about at the moment, but not hugely. So that's us done in the Forest of Hope. We've only got one more treasure to get in the Forest Naval, but that's not going to be next episode. Next episode, we're going to be going back to the pool and trying to get those 2 treasures that that were just off the side, that we kind of unlocked the way to last episode. So thank you very much, and I hope you'll join me then. Good day.